welcome to this edition of News Leader. Today is Tuesday, October the 17th, 2023. I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, DA Northcott vows to crack down on gambling. County Mayor Jed Matheny brings us county wastewater news, and THS honored their seniors at their last regular season home football game. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's News Leader.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
Have you heard the news? Legendary Cincinnati Reds and Hall of Fame catcher Johnny Bench will be in Tullahoma Saturday evening, October 28th. Invited by the Tullahoma Sports Council, now is the time to purchase your ticket to see, hear, and meet the greatest catcher in Major League Baseball history. Bench is a dynamic speaker and is sure to motivate and inspire all who attend. His appearance is a fundraiser for the Tullahoma High School softball and baseball teams. Tickets are only $100 and can be purchased by calling Jim Bratcher at 247-5734. Don't miss this opportunity to see, hear, and meet Johnny Bench.
Hi, my name is Ringo, here at Barkview Senior Living. They're human-friendly. That's why I love it here, and so does my senior human. When they want a bite, they get chef-prepared meals, and so do I. Movies in the theater, day trips, walks on the trail, and other senior humans to play with. The grass and the grounds are exquisite. It's everything my human needs to be healthy and active. Barkview. A Parkview Senior Living. For your dog's best friend, you.
Welcome back. Coffee County District Attorney General Craig Northcott has issued a statement regarding the alleged return of illegal poker machines in the Coffee County area. DA Northcott's statement said, quote, "When I first took office in 2014, I promised that I would not allow organized and systematic illegal gambling operations to continue in Coffee County, especially as it relates to poker machines. At the time, many convenience stores and other businesses throughout the county had multiple machines operating, and they, along with the supplier of the machines, promoted gambling for their own financial gain. This conduct was and still is a Class E felony in Tennessee. So long as it remains such, I will not turn a blind eye to this criminal enterprise. Within a few weeks of my election in 2014, my office, with the help of our law enforcement partners, were able to rid the county of these machines. In recent months, I have learned that the machines have returned. The operators falsely claim that these machines are legal and will place signs on them to suggest that they are not gambling machines. This is clearly not true under Tennessee law. Please know that I am making efforts to find these machines, eliminate them from the county, and prosecute those who are supplying them. Also know that using them is a crime. I'm reaching out to the community for your help in learning where these machines are located. If you are aware of these poker machines being operated within Coffee County, please contact Investigator Brandon Reed with my office to provide him with this information. He can be reached at 931-723-5055 or dbreed at tndag.org. I appreciate your assistance and look forward to eliminating this problem once again. Craig Northcott, District Attorney, end quote. And while most Tennesseans observed a slice of the sun retreat on Saturday, news leaders Philip Scoggins traveled to San Antonio for the event. Unlike the eclipse that went through our area in 2017, this year's American eclipse was an annular eclipse, meaning the moon was closer to the earth at the time, so it still left a ring of fire around the moon as it passed in front of the sun. Thank you to Philip for being willing to travel to an area in the U.S. where the sun was shining all weekend and the tacos were flowing in order to bring us back these photos. And after these messages, we'll be right back.
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program and are now completely, handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
For many senior citizens, life looks like this, but it doesn't have to. When you make your home at Parkview Senior Living, life after retirement takes on a whole new meaning. Daily exercise options, fun outings, happy hour, game nights, movies and popcorn, arts and crafts, enjoying friends over chef-prepared meals. Parkview Senior Living, where you're always home, but you're never home alone.
Welcome back. At last week's final regular season home game for the Tullahoma Wildcats, seniors were honored. Last week we showed you the football players and the band seniors. Now we have the Tullahoma High School football cheerleaders recognition.
Bailey Cyree, daughter of Leah Turner and Rhett Turner. Anna Lee, daughter of John Lee and Linda Pham. Abby Lynch, daughter of Stacy and Dan Lynch. Emily Malstrom, daughter of Heinrich and Michelle Malstrom. Savannah Stroop, daughter of Angel and Joe Stroop. Danica Wilson, daughter of Cynthia and Dan Wilson.
Next we have the ROTC seniors.
Delani Gerald, daughter of Dana and Tracy Gerald. Jillian Gillis, daughter of Todd and Jennifer Gillis. Jaden Lee, son of Jennifer Lee. Mason LeMay, son of Shannon and Kevin LeMay. Hayden McDonald, son of Brian and Aaron McDonald. Elijah Rice, escorted by Cody Kidd. Sunny Stowe, escorted by her sister Adriana Stowe. Ethan Springer, escorted by Colonel Johnson. Anthony Velez, Jr., son of Anthony Velez. Renee Williams, daughter of Joshua Clark.
And last but not least, cross country.
And now for cross country, Dakota Call, son of Nikita and Joseph Call. Braden Johnson, son of Paula Denny and Dwight Johnson.
We'll be right back after these messages.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. It's a Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
Welcome back. In this week's Mayor's Message from Coffee County Mayor Jeb Matheny, the Mayor speaks with David Nipper, Chairman of the Coffee County Wastewater Authority, and what they've been working on.
I'm Coffee County Mayor Jeb Matheny, and welcome to this edition of the Mayor's Message. We've got with us a great public servant and fast becoming a good friend, and many of you may know him from his work at Burger King here in Manchester, but David Nipper. David is the chairman of our Coffee County, our Wastewater Authority. They have one major project here in the county. I'll let him talk about it. David, tell us why you wanted to do this. Volunteer, by the way, which is never fun, but very critical, what you do. A lot of state oversight involved and federal oversight, and David's got a lot of management experience, but tell us your story.
Absolutely. Well, Wayside is our biggest project in the county right now. As everybody knows, if you've kept up with the times in the past 17 years, Wayside Acres has been a problem, problematic area for the county, and we finally just started turning a corner in that problematic area to where we've seen a lot of positivity coming out of that area. We fixed a lot of things for that community out in that area by lowering some rates for them to where we're seeing wastewater go up in our city right now. We've seen the city side go up by 19%. We've watched the county side for Wayside area go down by 7%. So it's a big financial plus for them. So my involvement in that was, why are we paying out so much? What's going on? How do we fix this for the county? And
real quick, if I may, let's go there, but let's talk about why Wayside's a problem historically, and
Sure.
And the geography there is unique, and there's no infrastructure that either the city of Manchester or the county has to solve this problem. So talk about the infrastructure, and then let's move forward to the finances. If you
Sure. The infrastructure out there was point blank. There should have never been houses built out there. They never perked. So the state had to
swampy.
It was swampy. It was flooding. There should have never been houses put out there because they couldn't get a septic tank.
And I remember one of the first issues I dealt with when I was first elected or talked about was Wayside Acres. And then in about 2016, it flared up quite a bit again. Bottom line is, this is a neighborhood, once again, everything in Manchester is very sensitive because we're at the headwaters of the Duck River,
right,
which is the most ecologically diverse river in North America. So there's extra scrutiny on every house, every septic tank that could be leaking or could be failing in that area. And TDEC issued a lot of notices of violation, and there were some problems with landowners being culpable probably if something wasn't done. So fast forward real quick, myself and Senator Bowling were able to increase the headroom of the step system out there. Step system is basically a little mini sewer out there. It encompasses several acres in the backside of Wayside Acres, and those houses tie into that, and it's like a mini wastewater treatment facility before the seepage is allowed back out. So we were able to increase the headroom of that to allow more houses to come on board and fix the issue with TDEC. And then, of course, the finances, we want to make sure the county at large is culpable for the finances. So there's a debt that's there, there's a service of that debt. We also want to make sure the homeowners can live out there affordably. So that's fast forwarding to where we are today in your role. So,
which is kind of the backbone of where we were, because if the step system wasn't placed out there, a lot of these homes that were built out there would have been condemned by TDEC.
Right.
And that was a big part of that. So the step system really helped. And we're seeing that be a big part of bigger cities, and we're going to see that more in the future in the county, the step system.
North Coffee has a step system here, right. North Coffee Elementary. So what's the debt that the authority carries right now, and what's the plan to pay that off?
Well, we're looking at roughly right now, we're at about $114,000 left remaining. And we will see that debt relieve us probably within the next 20 months.
Man, that's great. You've been very aggressive in the last year with the new board and working this out and coming up with solving problems. Once that debt's paid off, where does the money go that the landowners are paying now?
Well, we're looking into doing a freshwater system out there. That's the next step, is to relieve some of the flooding in the areas, to do a freshwater system and get that took care of in that community, and get some grants involved out there so that the people of that area don't see as much standing water, and get some pumping systems and a retention pond put in out in that area. That's our next step.
That's great, man, because that's an area we're obviously going to continue to develop out there for a lot of reasons. And we need to be proactive with it, not reactive. And I appreciate your proactivity. We're planning for the future. We've got to get utilities that are functional to our residents.
Right.
And I applaud that. I applaud you and the authority. And real quick, we need to wrap up. But in the real life, in the day job, what do you do?
I run a district for Burger King. I run a region that runs from Dunlap, Tennessee, all the way up to Nashville and back down to Huntsville, Alabama.
Very cool. Very cool. Man, thank you so much. Once again, this gentleman volunteers his time and his management expertise and his energy with a very aggressive board of qualified people to solve this problem, which has been lingering for about 20 years. Mark Cunningham did a great job as his predecessor, and it's just it's been a sore spot for the county for a long time on really getting a grip on it. It's been difficult, and now it's maturing, and you're being proactive. I appreciate it so much. And if people need to get a hold of you or hold of the Wastewater Authority, how would they do that?
Absolutely. They can call up here and talk to the county, and they'll give them my personal information, or they can go to Hillsville and they'll give them my information there.
Hillsville Utility District, or call me or Sam or Connie in the office, 931-723-5100. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of the Mayor's Message, and we'll see you next week.
We'll be right back with more news after these messages.
We tend to lose our motivation when we have something that's chronic, but you've got to do what you can early on as you can. After I'd exercise like that, I would have a lot of energy to do housework or whatever I needed. Well, I would recommend it highly to anyone at any degree of Parkinson.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Hi, I'm Fran Gray with Alzheimer's Tennessee. When you receive a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease for yourself or someone you love, please know that you do not have to go through this journey alone. Alzheimer's Tennessee is here for you to provide support and education, all the help you may need to get through this challenge. Our number is 931-434-2348. We encourage you to give us a call. We're here to help.
Welcome back. Mayor Ray Noaes held his quarterly Planning and Coordinating Committee meeting last week. Here we have Stephen Cook, Executive Director of the Coffee County Industrial Board.
I'm Stephen Cook. I serve as the Executive Director of the Industrial Board for Coffee County, representing all of Coffee County. And so I want to provide a brief update since we last got together on a couple of projects. Starting just a little bit north of here in the Joint Industrial Park, we have Builders First Source has located in the formerly known as the Spec building there, and they are now operational. They had their ribbon cutting and grand opening about a month ago, so excited for them to be up and running. MDS Foods is still working towards the completion of an expansion project in the park, and so that's a great reinforcement of their commitment to our community, and excited to see them continuing to grow throughout the area. A little bit further north of there, at the Manchester Industrial Park, Dot Foods, the Lesson Truckloads specialist in food distribution, is getting closer to completing their facility, looking for a December open date, but they are hiring now. So anybody that's looking for positions, Dot Foods at their careers website page is a great place to look, especially for those with CDL training and forklift operators. Another bit of information that we haven't had the chance to talk about together here is in this year's governor's budget, there were two major appropriations coming for Coffee County that we're very proud of. The first one is the Tennessee College of Applied Technology facility in Coffee County. We have acreage designated in the Joint Industrial Park for that, as well as an eye for a potential location at the I-24 industrial site, also known as the Mega Site. And the good news about that TCAT location is when we had been discussing this for a decade or more about a Tennessee College of Applied Technology campus for Coffee County, the footprint was somewhere between 12,500 and 20,000 square feet. That's over doubled. And this could be state-of-the-art leader for flagship operation for the TCAT, added to our existing workforce development and infrastructure here with Motlow State Community College, the University of Tennessee with the campus out there at ADC, as well as our partners with MTSU, Tennessee Tech, University of Tennessee Chattanooga. This really puts us on the map to be able to serve the workforce needs of the community and to deliver upon the needs of our employers, both current and prospective. And shifting gears to prospective employers, the number one thing a lot of people want to hear from me is talking about the I-24 industrial site, formerly known as the Mega Site. As you may know, that was included in the governor's budget for the state to acquire it through the Department of Economic and Community Development. Our organization is brokering that transaction and will serve as the lead economic developer on that site locally. What this means for Coffee County, what this means for Tullahoma, what this means for the region is the state's acquisition gives us the ability to build out a runway to develop the site, develop the infrastructure, develop workforce development, utilities, roads, everything else, schools, to serve the site and the growth that will come associated with that. It may not mean that a project locates there this year, next year, or the year after, but it does give us a resource that can plan for the next 80 years of economic development opportunity for Coffee County and the surrounding region. So very excited about that. It is an active project site. We've got a lot of interest in it, but more than anything, we're excited that the governor saw the opportunity here for our community and was willing to invest in our future as such. With that being said, you all know where I am here in Coffee County. If you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate. But I just want to close with saying a major thank you to the mayor here in Tullahoma. Mayor Noes has been a huge supporter of us at the Industrial Board since I came on, and I couldn't do what we do in this community without his leadership, without the team here in the city of Tullahoma, and without our partners throughout the county. So thank you for your leadership, thank you for your support, and thank you for the partnership.
Also at the meeting was Winston Brooks, Executive Director for the Tullahoma Economic Development Corporation.
My name is Winston Brooks. I'm the Director for the Tullahoma Area Economic Development Corporation, and we have some very exciting news that I want to share with you. We've been awarded 3 Economic Development Awards of Excellence by the International Economic Development Council, and those 3 awards have to do, thank you, for our work with the Northgate Mall redevelopment, naming our community to be a great American defense community. Thank you very much to Colonel Lee on her leadership on that. That's a really very important designation for us as a defense community. And then finally, the redevelopment of the apartment complex formerly known as Tullahoma Villages. So that went through a complete redevelopment and really impacted the 300 or so people that live in that community. So that's fantastic. I also want to recognize Colonel Lee for her travel to Dallas for the IEDC annual conference to receive those awards. I appreciate that. This seems to be the time of conference season, and so I was at the Governor's Conference, which again was a great conference. We've got some more travel coming up. A lot of people interested in Coffee County, Tullahoma. Everyone has heard about the growth coming. We've got some housing coming, so things are going to look very different probably in the next 5 years, so that's great. And then finally, We've got some travel coming up. I'm looking forward to traveling down to Atlanta with our new city administrator, Mr. Quick, and Mayor Noes to bring back some new retailers at the ICSC Retail Conference, and that will be happening next week. And then I'm always available. You know where to find me. If you have any questions, please look me up. Thank you.
And don't forget to tune in to this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. On this week's show, we'll have Hope from the Chamber of Commerce telling us all about events going on, and we'll have more, plenty more, on this week's Living. And stay with us. We'll be right back with your weather forecast right after these messages.
Parkview Senior Living, active, independent senior living at its finest.
Hi there, this is Terry Stroop, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. Summer's about to wind down, fall's right around the corner. It's time to get signed up for your fall maintenance checks, and let's get out and support our local high school football this year. Let's go, Cats!
I had a knee replacement, so they've got me at Life Care, which I'm very, very thankful for. I couldn't garden, I couldn't do my flower beds, I can't chase my little dogs. I have been in several therapy sessions for knees and back, and that's the best therapist I believe I've ever been to. It's tremendous because I'm able to walk again, but if it wasn't for the care, I wouldn't be where I am.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this date. Our record high was in 1965 at 85 degrees. The record low was in 1987 at 29 degrees. The average high for this day is 71, and the average low is 47. Mostly clear for tonight with a low of 40. Sunny skies for Wednesday with a high of 70 and a low of 49. And showers are likely for Thursday, with a high of 76 and a low of 59. And that's our News Leader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday evenings at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. for News Leader. Stay safe and have a great evening.